If he can win this frame, then it's a best of 3 for a place in round 3 here in Newshan. Ronnie O'Sullivan has done all the scoring, 2 centuries, but a few errors as well, just keeping White interested. Judd Trump 3-1 up, of course, on Sanderson Lam on table 2. You can watch that on Discovery Plus. Tian Peng Fei has taken the 3rd frame against Neil Robertson, who now leads 2-1. 2 each between Matthew Stevens and Ryan Day as O'Sullivan this time gets in off White's break. 3-1 Chow Yu Peng over Noppon Sankam. 3-0 Jordan Brown over Chris Wakelin, and 2-1 now to He Guozhang over the Chinese wildcard, the 16-year-old Wang Jimbo, who beat his brother in pre-qualifying, and then Matthew Selt with a century in the deciding frame from 4-3 behind to set up that crack at He, who's caught the eye in his debut season as a pro.
Foul. Michael White, 4.
I think if he was a billiards player, you'd have been pretty proud of that in-off. But we're not playing that game here, so no good to O'Sullivan, of course. But it's just that sort of line up the table, trying to get the cue ball into that corner. And Michael White has started to knock in a few long pots, which is something that he could hold hope for, but he's not been particularly lucky there. He'll have to get the rest out, this Brown around the angles. It's not a nice shot played at pace. Very well struck. Beautiful shot, that one. And he's just about through the gap on the red to the right of the black, which is a big one to land on. Oh, goodness me. What a terrible miss. That really was a bad miss. There's nothing difficult remotely about that shot. So he'll be annoyed, Michael White, because he was just looking a bit better. And then he missed a black, really, that I don't think you'll see another one of those missed all week on this table. Doing very little with the cue ball. Nicely played, whipping the cue ball around the angles. was always going to be pretty safe had the red not gone in. Now, the problem he's got, he wants to play the black, but he's looking at the black spot, which is occupied by the red. So whether he could pot the black and move that red that's currently on the black spot, that might be the way he goes here. Try and shift it out of there. That's what he's tried, and he's done it. Great shot. No applause, but trust me, that is absolutely perfect. Cleared everything to the right and left corner pockets for the black.
9.
Sometimes I think with O'Sullivan's break building, there were very subtle shots played early on that you could almost not notice them, and you realise that everything is now in open play from a position where, when he came to the table, it wouldn't have been. No, he didn't want that. He did not want that. Now, can he get to the green? Don't think he can, not to pot it. This is an awkward blue now. It's not one of his old favourite recovery shots with the rest. It's not an easy shot, this. Played it well, off the jaw again, but in it went.
22. Ronnie O'Sullivan.
It's been a curious performance from Ronnie O'Sullivan today. Moments of brilliance, a couple of centuries, but a few errors as well, keeping Michael White in contention. So White back at the table, only 13 behind, having missed that elementary black earlier in this frame. One of many potting errors from the Welshman today, and yet, who knows, at the end of this visit, he might be level at 3-all, which would be extraordinary, really, given his struggles today.
Well, I was as surprised by O'Sullivan's miss just a minute ago as I was the Michael White black he spoke about. Both were easy. Ronnie, I thought, was just getting going there. He missed a little stun run through, and he looks pretty annoyed with himself sitting in his chair, O'Sullivan. I think it's those cueing shots. When you miss those, you start to look at your cue action, how you're hitting them. Meanwhile, Michael White can't get a cannon right at all at the moment. It's another very poor shot. I don't think the cannon was up very easily to play, not to get nicely on the black. He's done well to recover that. That was a much better shot than it looked, but it's made up for the previous one.
$17. $24.
Yeah, never touched the size, that one. And had it done so, it probably would have gone in anyway. So, 18 points to lead, and a chance with the Reds in the middle of the table to put this frame so much beyond doubt, but very much in his favour.
32.
Michael White has never had any joy against Ronnie O'Sullivan, and I don't think he would have believed, given the way he's played today so far, that he'd still be in contention in this match, but he is, very much so. 27 in front, 34 with the black. Great chance to make this a best of three. He's played that well.
47. 48.
So he needs one more red. And he is such a talent, White, that if he could just
55.
raise his level a little, he could certainly go on and win this match. O'Sullivan fans looking a little concerned now. At 3-1, with his second century in a row, it was looking like it could be another procession for O'Sullivan over Michael White, but it's proved not to be the case.
64.
One or two errors from O'Sullivan, just hampering his ability to pull away in this match.
Yeah, and I think all of those things have actually given Michael White a bit of hope. Yes, he's still not playing at his best, but he's certainly playing better.
Well, he's taken these really well. This has been his best snooker of the match so far.
Well, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens from here. Can O'Sullivan raise his game? He looks a little bit deflated in his chair, doesn't he? He knows he probably should have either won this match by now or be on the brink of it, but he's not anywhere near that. He's got to go again at 3-all.
78.
And he's on the back of missing a pretty bad red to the left corner pocket. I mean, he's only human. He'll be thinking about that and why he missed it in the way he did. Can Michael White get his first ever victory over Ronnie O'Sullivan? So you want to stick around and see how this unfolds from here.
89.
Not enough there for a century, but 96 will do.